The topic to be discussed in this video is EPC Global overall set of architecture framework components and layers. First one is main important component here is RFID tag. A radio frequency identification tag is an electronic tag that exchanges data with a RFID radar through radio waves. It is an electronic tag that exchanges data with a RFID radar through radio waves. This one is a RFID tag. This one is radar. Radar generates radio waves. From that tag also send a feedback signal to radar. It is an electronic tag that exchanges data with a RFID radar through radio waves. Most of the RFID tags are made up of at least two main components. The first component is an antenna, which receives radio frequency waves. The second component is a IC, integrated circuit, which is used for processing and storing data. IC is used for processing and storing data, as well as modulating and demodulating the radio waves received sent by an antenna. These are the two main components of the tag. This one is RFID tag. Coming to the receiving information from a RFID tag does not require line of sight and can be performed over a distance of few meters. This is the few meters. The distance between radar and tag is few meters. It does not require a line of sight communication between tag and radar. Coming to next important point here is EPC. EPC means electronic product code. Is a universal identifier that gives a unique identity to a specific physical object in the world. EPC, electronic product code, is a universal identifier that gives a unique identity to specific object universally. Is a universal identifier that gives a unique identity to a specific physical object in the world. Electronic product code is a 96-bit format. That format is divided into different fields: header field, manufacturing company, specifying the product's serial number. classification of objects. Specifying the project means classification of objects. And finally, serial number. Different types of fields are there in the 96-bit formats. This EPC electronic products codes are encoded on RFID tags, which can be used to track all kind of objects, including trade items, fixed assets, documents, or reusable transport items. This 96-bit format code is encoded on the RFID tags. EPCs are encoded on RFID tags, which can be used to track all kinds of objects, including trade items, fixed assets, documents, or reusable transport items. Shopping malls are also used to RFID tag system, extract the product information with the help of 96 EPC code, which is encoded on the RFID tag. This is the RFID tag, is an electronic tag. EPC code is encoded on that RFID tag and extract the product information. Coming to next one is EPC tag data specification. Tag air interface in between RFID radar and RFID tag. Some air interface is there. The distance between the RFID radar and RFID tag is few meters. Air tag air interface is there. UHF class 1 generating 2 is the specification. Next, coming to EPC tag data specification. Tag air interface. Air interface means the distance between a tag and RFID radar is air, open space. UHF, ultra high frequency range. The tags are operated in this range. Class 1. Different types of tags are there. Class 0, class 1, class 2, class 4, class 5. Class 1 is the passive tag, and one is generation 2, etc. AL. The meaning of that this EPC tag data specification, tag air interface, UHF class 1, generation 2. Okay. The current class 1 generation 2 or generation 2 is technical standard. It is a protocol. The current class 1 generation 2 class 1 generation 2 UHF air interface. Air interface protocol. Protocol standard. Class 1 generation 2 UHF air interface protocol standard, or another name is generation 2 is a technical standard. Is a technical standard that specifies the air interface. Air interface protocol for a class 1 tag. This is the tag air interface UHF class 1 generated to a protocol standard. Class 1 means tags are passive in nature. Tags are passive in nature. Passive in nature means it does not require any battery for their operations. It uses received electromagnetic waves energy to power these tags. That is called as class 1. The data generated are EPC codes are generated and encoded on these tags by manufacturers only. Programmable by manufacturers. That is called as class 1. These class 1 tags are pointed by radars. That means some feedback signal is generated. That feedback signal is received by the RFID radar. These radars are operated in UHF range, ultra high frequency range only. UHF air interface protocols means these RFID radars are operated at a UHF frequency range. Next one, generation 2. The generations 2 standards have several advantages, including faster read rates. That is the radar specifications, faster read rates, smaller chip size, higher reliability, and increased security. These are the protocol standard. This one is also completed. EPC tag data specification. Tag air interface UHF class 1 generation 2 ETAL. This is the protocol version. The distance between RF and RFID tag and RFID radar is very small, few meters. That means air interface. This standard acts as a protocol. UHF means the radar is operating. The radar operating frequency is UHF, ultra high frequency range. Class 1 means the tag is classified as class 1. That means passive tag. Generation 2 means it is a standard. Some advantages are there: faster read rate, smaller chip size, higher reliability, and increased security. Coming to radar management. This is the radar management is a standard. This is the radar management and radar management interface. It is a protocol. It is, and also software to monitoring the operating status and health of Rfid radar. Management means monitoring the. It is a protocol or a software to monitor operating status and health of the Rfid radars. Next one is Rfid radar. Some data is also manually entered without using Rfid tags, and also with the help of barcodes, the radars read the information from the barcodes. That is called as it is from non-generation to tags. Non-generation to tags means from barcodes are also the Rfid radar reads the information from the barcodes. Rfid radar. What is the function of Rfid radar? The radar identifies tags that are within the read zone of the connected antennas. Multiple tags are there. The radar, first of all, Rfid radar creates some zone. In that particular zone, identify that tags. From the tags only, the Rfid radar reads the information. This one is RFID radar. Radars identify tags that are within the read zones of the connected antenna. RFID radar having some antenna. With the help of that antenna, receives the information from the RFID tags. Air interface. We use air interface. The distance between radar and tag is very small. Multiple tags are there. The RFID radar reads the information from the multiple tags. That is the function of RFID radar. Next, coming to RFID interface. Once the data is in RAW, the RFID radar extract the information from the RFID tags. That is called as a raw tags data. Raw tags data. It does not follow the proper rules. That is called as a RFID tags raw data. Radar protocol. RFID radar protocol. The radar protocol interface is used to communicate raw tag rates to the filtering and collection row. The radar protocol interface is used to communicate raw tag information to the filtering and collection role. This one is the RFID Radar interface. The RFID Radar extracts the information from the RFID tags and extract the information from also non-generating two tags. That information is stored in the memory of the RFID Radar. The function of a radar interface is transfer such a raw tags information to filtering and collection application area. That is the main function of radar interface. Next, coming to filter and collection. Filter and collection, that is also called as ALE, application level events. Next block here is filtering and collection. Filtering and collection. The important block used here is ALE, application level events. This is a ALE, an interface through which clients may obtain filtering and consolidated electronic product data from a variety of sources. ALE is an interface. ALE is an interface through which clients may obtain filtered and consolidated EPC data from a variety of sources. The RFID radar reads the information from the RFID tags and also from the barcodes. Some of the information is manually entered. The RFID radar interface send that such information to filter and collection module application. The filter and collection module is also called as the ALE, application level event, and is an interface through which clients may obtain filtered and consolidated EPC data from variety of sources. The interface and the functionality within the EPC network architecture are called ALE. This interface and functionality within the EPC network architecture are called ALE, application level event. ALE means filtering and collection zone is also called as ALE, application level event. The processing done at ALE typically involved first process receiving EPCs from one or more data sources such as radars. Receiving products information or events products information from one or more data sources such as radars. Second one is accumulating data over intervals of time. Accumulating such data over intervals of time. Filtering to eliminate duplicate EPCs and EPCs that are not of interest. These are the actions performed by the ALE. Accumulating data over intervals of time. Filtering to eliminate duplicate EPCs, EPCs and EPCs that are not of interest. Next step is counting and grouping EPCs. Counting and grouping EPCs to reduce the volume of data. Generates various forms of various formats. This data is put in various formats. Reporting in various forms. Reporting in various forms. These are the filtering and collection operation. Coming to filtering and collection ALE interface. Filtering and collection, that means ALE. This means ALE application level events. Extract the information from the Rfid Radar interface related to products information. Different types of EPCs are there. These EPCs are grouped to reduce the volume of data. Accumulating data over intervals of time. Filtering to eliminate duplicate EPCs and the EPCs that are not of interest. And counting and grouping EPCs to reduce the volume of data. And also reporting in various forms. These are the devices are available. These are the things related to some specifications like that. Coming to filtering and collection, that means ALE interface. The filtering, this one is the filtering and collection ALE interface is used to transmit this filtered data to the EPCIS capturing application. After the main function of filtering and the collection interface is the filtered and the collected information is sent to EPCIS capturing application. Next one, the filtering the filtering and the collection, the filtering and the collection, ALE interface is used to transmit filtered data to the EPCIS, Electronic Product Code Information Service capturing application. Finally, ALE, application level event standard, specifies an interface through which clients may obtain filtered, consolidated RFID data. Filtered and consolidated. ALE standard specifies an interface. It is an interface through which clients may obtain filtered and consolidated RFID data. Next an important step included in this structure is EPCIS capturing application, EPCIS repository, EPCIS capture interface, EPCIS query interface. These are some important blocks related to EPCIS, Electronic Product Code Information Service, EPCIS capturing application, EPCIS capture interface. Some interconnection is there. EPCIS repository. Once ALE generates consolidated and filtered data, the consolidated and filtered data is sent to EP. The data is captured by the EPCIS capturing applications through ALE interface. That means filtering and the collection interface. Next, EPCIS. Next important information incorporated with that structure is EPCIS, Electronic Product Code Information Service. Electronic Product Code Information Service. The three main parts of EPCIS that are defined in the EPC global specification, namely, first one is EPCIS capture interface. EPCIS repository. And third one is EPCIS query interface. Next, first one is EPCIS capturing information, capturing application. Can capture RFID data as well as data from barcodes or manual data entry. Already indicated in that figure. First one is EPCIS capture interface, capture application. Capturing application. This block is used to getting the information from the ALE. Filtered and consolidated information is stored in the ALE. The capturing application capture the information from that ALE through an ALE interface. EPCIS capturing application can capture RFID data as well as data from barcode. Barcode requires line of sight communication or manual data. Manual data entry. Such type of data are captured by EPCIS capturing applications. Recognizes the occurrence of EPC related business events and delivers these as EPCIS data. Recognizes occurrence of EPC related business events and delivers these EPCIS data. EPC electronic product code is encoded on the tags. The tags are attached to products. Some of the products are in moving in nature, some of the products are in standstill nature. That means does not move. With the help of radars, extract that information. Coming to capture interface. Capturing application completed. Next, capture interface. Capture interface means capture interface provide a path for communicating EPCIS events generated by EPCIS capturing applications to the other roles. Next, EPCIS capture interface. Once filtered and consolidated data is available, next one is send such data to other persons. We need some communicating path. That capture interface provides a path for communicating a EPCIS event generated by EPCIS capturing application. Provide a path for communicating EPCIS events. Events means products information. Consolidated and filtered products information generated by EPCIS capturing application capturing application. This is capture interface function. Next one is EPCIS repository. EPCIS repository. A permanent store for physically visibility of the products. A permanent store for visibility of data, including all EPCIS events generated internally within the organization, and whatever EPCIS events are received from trading partners. Repository means stores the information. Like it is a store to store the all types of physical things. A permanent store for visibility data, including all EPCIS events generated internally within the organization, and EPC events, EPCIS events are received from trading partners. This one is the EPCIS repository. Store the information. It is also a database system. EPCIS repository is a database system that provides permanent information, not only raw RFID data, but also other RFID data related to events. This is the database. EPCIS repository is a database system that provides permanent information, not only raw RFID data, but also other RFID related events. Coming to EPCIS accessing application. Next, coming to EPCIS query interface. Next, EPCIS accessing application. That is a software. Software is responsible for carrying out all enterprise business processes such as the warehouse management, shipping and receiving, historical throughput analysis, and so on. It is a software is responsible carrying out overall enterprise business process such as warehouse management, shipping and receiving the goods, shipping and receiving, historical throughput analysis. Historical throughput analysis. The data in repository can be accessed by accessing application. The data in repository can be accessed by accessing application. Coming to EPCIS query interface. This one is a EPCIS capturing application. This one is a EPCIS capture interface, EPCIS capturing application, EPCIS repository, EPCIS accessing application. Coming to this one, EPCIS query interface. EPCIS query interface. EPCIS query some provides means whereby an EPCIS accessing application can request EPCIS data from an EPCIS repository or an EPCIS capturing application. Query interface means if you want to, any client wants to extract the information from the system, asks some file with the help of EPCIS query interface, extract the information from the EPCIS repository. That information is available in the repository EPCIS capturing application. Query interface provides means whereby an EPCIS accessing application can request EPCIS data from an EPCIS repository or an EPCIS capturing application. Capturing applications. Next one, ONS. EPC capturing application captures the information from the ALE with the help of ALE interface related to products. Next to EPCIS repository stores such information in that repository, maintains a database. That information is available in that database. EPCIS accessing application. EPCS accessing means it is a software carrying and overall enterprise business process such as warehouse management, shipping and receiving, historical throughput analysis, and so on. Next one, this is also EPCIS application, accessing application. EPCIS query interface. Any client wants, any end user wants to extract the information from the EPCIS repository in the form of, with the help of EPCIS query, asks EPC repository whether that information is available or not. That thing is possible with the help of EPCIS query interface only. Coming to ONS. Here some H/W/S-W role means hardware and software role. This blue color indicates interface or data specifications. This one is really, this one is the heart of the structure. Next one, push or pull data. Pushing the data or pull the data. This is the end user. Partner end user. That total information is shared by these end users. Next, coming to ONS, object naming system. Object naming system. ONS. Object naming system. Instead of numbers, we use names. Uniform resource identifier, uniform RLR, resource locator. With the help of these web protocols, identifiers, application level identifiers, extract the product information universally. That is called as a object naming system. To transform EPC stored on RFID tags via their corresponding identifiers URI, encoding into URLs. The function of the object name service. The function of object name service is to transform the EPC store electronic product store 96-bit format store on or encoded on RFID tags to corresponding identity URI, uniform resource identifier. Uniform resource identifier. And encoded into encoding and encoding into URLs. Uniform resource locators. Uniform, which may respectively point to a web service. client to a web service. ONS does not contain actual data about the EPC. It only contains the network addresses of service that contains the actual data. Network addresses of service contains the actual data only. EPC, RFID EPC is encoded on the RFID DEX, that is transformed into URI, Uniform Resource Identifier, and then encoded into URLs, Uniform Resource Locators, which may use to extract the product information, that is called as web services. Next one, finally, these are the EPC Network Services, ONS route. Consider whole universe with the help of that URLs and URIs, identify the product information. Manager number assignment, manager assign numbers to the subscribers. And discovery of services, various services are discovered. Latest services are discovered to extract the product information. And tag data translation definition file. Provides this scheme provides a mission readable file that defines how to translate between EPC encoding defined by the EPC tag data specification. Some translation we need here. It is called like tag data translation definition file. These are some important layers and interfaces which are incorporated with this EPC global architecture frame network. These are very, very useful in business applications, providing extract the products information.